right. Welcome to the first ever Quilventures podcast. I am your host, Quil, and right beside me, metaphorically speaking, is my co-host, Dynamite Dinosaur. Dino, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Ventures. That's it.
So, for our very, very well-known fans, our 10 subscribers from way back in the day, we used to do Minecraft videos way back in the day. We were
Unfortunately.
what is it, 11 years ago now?
Yeah. Holy
and
crap.
now we've decided to come back together
And not do the same content.
instead go into a different oversaturated market that is podcasting. So the whole idea really came from a very important phone call that I had with Dino. I got hit by the grace of God, and I called Dino, and he sent me straight to voicemail, and I told him it was very important, so I let him call me back.
The waft of genius was just too much to contain.
I forget what exactly was my desire to make the podcast, but then I called you with that urgency, and then you got worried, and it was hilarious because your reaction.
Yeah, you called me in the middle of class, and I couldn't respond, and then you left a voicemail, which you never do, so I thought something bad had happened. I thought some terrible thing needed my attention, and then I called back, and you just go, "You want to do a podcast?" Like, oh, okay. And yeah, that's where we are now.
That was what, 3 weeks ago? Now we're no, that was a month ago that I called you for the idea.
Yeah, about a month ago. Hey, Rome wasn't built in a day. It takes a while to perfect stuff.
See, but like my thing was, I wanted to get it down pat, perfect, get like a whole like just running idea going, but I kept getting lazy, and I kept going to LA like every single weekend, so we couldn't sit down to talk.
Well, we're here now, the finished product.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. You're right. Anyways, the whole point of the podcast is we're a couple dudes shooting the shit. Like, we're not going to be talking about the deep realm of politics or what do the podcasters do? Telling stories about like just creative stories. Like we're talking about ourselves.
Yeah, because God knows that we don't have any of those.
God, dude, with how oversaturated the market is, there's like a podcast for everything. We're not gonna be in a niche. Like I know we have a similar interest in wrestling, and there's not a lot of wrestling podcasts besides what the Stone Cold podcast.
There's probably a few.
we just don't know because of how niche professional wrestling is, anyways. But no, we're two friends shooting the shit. So that's any deep conversations not gonna be had here unless it's by total accident. And usually I'm the one capable of that thought. Dino always has the question mark over his head, anyways, even in real life.
I say stupid shit.
So yeah, that's the whole point of the podcast. And I guess we could start with this whole little pilot episode by talking about how we first met. That's our little story time right there. How we first met.
Such a great story to tell. I've told it so many times, and it never gets old.
See, Dino tells this story to try to expose me as a horrible friend, but I think
because you were.
I pulled a 500 IQ play to make this boy wanna be my friend way back in first grade.
You tried to ruin my reputation at the age of what, like 10 or whatever.
6, bro.
I've kind of lost track of like what happened and when. No, numbers are hard for me, but you tried to assassinate me the moment you laid eyes on me. So let me set the scene. Let me paint the picture. So it's first grade of elementary school. Pretty much, it was first, right? I'm pretty sure it was first grade.
First grade, yeah.
And there's a bunch of us in a class. So, and since we're it's first grade and it's like first day of school, no one knows each other, and we're all like babies. We don't have the mental process for anything. And then Quil here lays upon me somewhere during the day. I didn't even know him, and decides to get a very quirky plan. So what he does is he takes the nearest sharp object next to him, which is a typed number 2 pencil. He takes his best number 2 pencil he can find, and just decides to go absolutely apeshit on his own t-shirt and just stabs multiple holes into it like a madman, and then blames it on me. For no reason. He tells the teacher, and the teacher calls both of our parents, and then our parents almost had a fist fight over it because my mom is saying that I didn't do anything, which was true. His mom is saying he didn't do anything, which was a lie. He's for some reason crying over this. And I wasn't even like upset or annoyed. Because I was just a fucking child. I was just sitting there with like a dumb gaze on my face, just wondering what is even happening. And then it took a while, but the truth finally came out of him before he admitted his self-harm.
I did not harm myself in the poking holes in my shirt. Just I want to put that disclaimer out there.
Well, you acted like it.
No. Okay, so here's the actual, no lie, just facts of the story, because obviously you're confused most of the.
Right.
So one day, I was bored, right? I was bored.
Clearly.
I admit, grabbing number 2 pencil, stabbing holes in my shirt, not the smartest fucking idea, but I was bored. I like putting holes in things, and the closest thing I put a hole in was my fucking t-shirt. It was a Spider-Man t-shirt, by the way. I remember that t-shirt. It was had a little holographic button and everything.
Yeah? Did you like it?
I loved it.
Yeah? Well, it's gone now.
I'm pretty sure if I tried hard enough, I could find it like somewhere, like in a safe. Just
you
like,
kept it?
I'm pretty sure my parents.
It's shredded to bits. Why did you keep it?
As a memento of our friendship. Anyways, so I stab holes in my shirt. Whatever. Like I was hiding it pretty well. And I leave the classroom, and then I'm like, like I'm embarrassed now. I'm embarrassed because like holy shit, I just fucking stabbed holes in my t-shirt. This is disgusting. This is gross. And so my oldest brother, he picks me up that day, and he sees me covering my shirt, or the parts that were all stabbed. He sees me covering that with my folder. And he's like, "Hey, like, why are you covering your belly with your folder?" I'm like, "No, like, it's fine. Like, I want to hold it like this, He's like, "No, show me." And when I showed the holes, and he's like, "Who did this to you?" So when you have someone older than you, bigger than you, taller than you, yelling at you, you get a little scared. I tinkled a little, and I'm like, "Oh man, he's gonna get mad if he finds out that I did this to myself." So I went after the person who I didn't like at the time, because I thought he was a troublemaker and just a no good human being all around that my 6-year-old brain was able to discover, and my eyes landed upon Dino as the scapegoat for this grand plan of just trying not to get yelled at by my older brother. And so I tell him, "Oh yeah, it was Dino. Dino did this to me." The look, his eyes glazed over when he heard this, because like he kept telling me over and over again, like, "Dude, I was gonna whoop this 6-year-old's ass. I am a 14-year-old in high school." Is he 14, or was he 14 at the time? He's 9 years older than me. He's 15. He's a 15-year-old in high school. He's gonna whoop a 6-year-old's ass because he put holes in his little brother's shirt.
Yeah, almost.
And so he tells my mom. My mom reports it to our teacher. And my mom also calls your mom. And I'm at the kitchen table. My mom is just yelling at your mom, telling her how much of a bad son you are. It's like, "How dare you lay hands on my little angel?" And like I'm just in there like, "Yeah, Mom, you tell him I'm not in trouble. He's in trouble."
Terrible.
And then they're like, "You know what? We're gonna meet up. We're in front of the cafeteria." And like this is when it starts getting really real for me. It's like, oh man, someone's gonna get in trouble because of something I did. I'm starting to feel a little guilty, because I confused that very dazed look that Dino had for just a look of worry, and I felt bad. And so when my mom was berating Dino and Dino's mom, I started just feeling really upset. And then,
as you should,
like, And then Dino's mom told my mom to ask me, tell your son, ask your son, did my son do this? And my mom's like, fucking easy, right? She turns to me. It's like, did Dino do this to you? And I'm just sitting there like, I don't know if he did this to me or not.
Yeah, might have been some other kid.
Immediately, she just gets really funny. Her eyes just like narrows. Like, what do you mean you don't know? Put holes in your t-shirt. Was it Dino or not? I'm like, maybe it was this other kid over here in the other troublemaker in our class. Maybe it was him. His name was Blaine at the time. His name is Blaine.
Yeah, maybe it was him.
Maybe it was Blaine. She's like, are you kidding me? Are you joking? I'm like, no. It was right then that she knew that I lied, and so like her face got super red, and she told me to apologize to you. I apologized to your mom. I had to apologize to the whole class for being a liar. And then yeah, I think you avoided me for a while after that because I was.
I wonder why? Because you were a psychopath.
And then I don't know when exactly it was that we got close. I think it was when we split up. That what was it? Yeah, it was when we split up for the third and fourth grade. Remember that when we split Olivares and Beltran's classes? I think that's when we started getting closer.
Yeah, because I think that's when we started getting into Minecraft at the time.
Yeah.
That's when all those shenanigans occurred.
No, man, it really wasn't until sixth grade that we got close then, huh?
Well, yeah, it was sixth grade. Yeah. No, in fourth grade, and I didn't talk to you because we weren't in the same class.
That's right.
It was sixth grade. Because sixth grade was 2012, and that's when I got Minecraft. And then that's when the titular Quilventures started.
I still love that title. I don't know.
I'm
so creative. I'm a creative writer. I write things for like the fun of it.
And that was the best you could come up with at the time. The most
creative thing I could come up with at the time was my name and Ventures at the end.
And I'm not even a part of that name.
It was as much your like thing as it was mine. So yeah, at the time it was with Israfel.
Oh God, don't bring that name up.
So why Israfel, Dino? What was the
look? I've had a lot of rebrands over the time. So Israfel, my original username was Israfel_95, and this is because if for anyone listening who is an old Minecraft veteran, was because of one of the best, most iconic groups to play the game, which was the Yogscast. And I love the Yogscast. I still like the Yogscast, but I don't watch them as much anymore. But the Yogscast did a lot for me growing up from Minecraft because they showed that the game could do a lot more than just what it was meant to be. They're the ones that started adventure maps and roleplay servers and just like making the game feel a lot grander than it was. And the main villain of their little roleplay series, which is called Shadow of Israfel, was Israfel. And I thought he was cool, so I took the name. But then I rebranded after that, reinvented myself as Roadhog. And that one has no significance. I don't know where that name came from. I just got it. And then, are
you sure it wasn't Roadhog from Overwatch?
Fucking shut up! That is the reason I changed my name, because I got the name before Overwatch came out. Then Overwatch comes out, and everyone's like, "Do you mean Roadhog? Do you like to play Roadhog? You should play Roadhog." Mind them, I did play Roadhog, but that's not the reason why. And then after like 5 or 6 years of that name, I decided to reinvent myself and got Dynamite Dinosaur. Dinosaur because I like dinosaurs, and Dynamite just sounded nice next to it.
Congratulations. Very, very creative name you have there.
And I
I'd
much
probably be finally
prefer
landing on you.
I much prefer this name because like for people that like don't know me in real life and just say like my username, I much prefer to be called Dino than fucking Roadhog. That might be just me, but and then that's how I branded myself, and now I have a very successful YouTube channel under that
Hey,
name.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic, but that's still pretty good what you're doing. You're
Halfway.
growing. Maybe after the little quill rub, you'll take
You're
off. You
gonna
know.
what? It's the first episode, man. You can't do this now.
That's not what I meant. The Grayson Waller rub. It'd be the quill rub. You know.
Stop
It'll be
saying rub.
fine.
But see, I'm still just upset that you even accused me of physically attacking you because I may be stupid, but something I would never do, especially in elementary school, is physically harm anyone.
I don't know why I thought you were like the troublemaker that like hurts people. Actually, no, I wouldn't know. Remember Shifty?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fucking liar. In sixth grade, when we were all best friends working on the talent show project. Why was the wall covered in red with Shifty's
Listen,
blood?
listen. That was a misunderstanding, okay? So let me explain. So during the sixth grade, we had some sort of talent show project that I have no recollection of what we were even doing or what it was about, and I remember I didn't do any work for that. And in my group was a friend of ours named Shifty, and after we like talked about the project or something, we were walking back to class. He was standing next to a wall, like facing it, and I don't know what came over me, but my primal baboon mind decided to just take the back of his head and just absolutely smash his face into that wall. And I don't know why. But a lot of people saw it, and his lip got busted for some reason. And then he went to the doctor, or not, what was it called, the nurse's office.
Nice.
Yeah, and because of that, I got removed from the project that I did not do any work in, and I guess I failed, but I still passed elementary school, so I guess it didn't matter much in the end.
So you described all of that. Where's the misunderstanding?
That's also not the first time I physically assaulted Shifty, because much earlier in our elementary school life, in like I want to say fourth or third grade, I was a biter, and
Oh yeah.
I bit him a lot.
I might even say you liked him.
I think he deserved it. I don't know. But I don't do it anymore.
You only make growling noises now.
We don't need
It's
to talk
disgusting.
about that. No, now I just bark and burp like a feral creature.
Yeah, the burps are aggressive whenever you want to tell us to lay off.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What I mean?
What do we tell you to lay off?
It's like I feel like whenever I'm making fun of you or like doing something, like being extra fruity with you, just go. I can't replicate the burp. It sounds like you're fucking burping your soul out. But
What do you mean? I sound fine when I burp.
no, you don't.
I sound perfectly okay. I don't know what you're on about.
The weirdest sounds you make are your laugh and your burp. I don't know how to replicate either of those.
What are you talking about?
I hate your laugh. I hated your laugh like in middle school because I thought you were faking it the whole time. But then I realized, holy shit, this is how you actually laugh.
What is wrong with my laugh?
It just sounds like I can't replicate it. It sounds so fake. It sounds like you're actually laughing.
I think this point you're making sounds fake.
No,
I'm
pretty sure at some point I'll get you giggling. I'll get you hee-hawing, and when I get you hee-hawing, it'll sound so fake.
Who says hee-hawing? You're just saying words that have no meaning.
No, there's hee-hawing, there's honk shoeing, there's
It's not bedtime yet, though.
It's not bedtime yet, so you can't honk shoe. But that's besides the point. You're fake.
I don't know what you mean, but whatever. Continue
So
with your point.
I already lost the point. I lost the plot. I just know you beat the fuck out of Shifty, so I had to call out the inconsistency with your. I did not assault anyone in elementary school. Lie.
I didn't mean it. It was an
Just
accident.
primal instinct. Just primal instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to quench.
But
To
yeah,
quell.
during that time was our little Minecraft phase where we pretty much just fucked around for like a couple years.
How long did the Quilventures videos last? Let me look this up.
Do you mean like the runtime, or do you mean how long we made them?
How long we made them?
Because we played Minecraft together for a long time, but we didn't actually record a lot.
Yeah, so our first ever Quilventures was posted on.
You might want to explain what Quilventures actually was, like what we did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I should. So, anyways, the first Quilventures was posted on August 8th, 2012, and the purpose of it was literally just a let's play of an old server we used to play on all the time called Knights and Merchants.
A great server.
So literally, it was a Bandicam recording on my shitty ass computer of let's play gameplay of Minecraft with Dino's Skype. Oh shit! I didn't realize that your full name is like on the Skype.
Yeah.
I should remove those videos before we upload.
Maybe.
So before we get to that, but anyways, it was Dino on Skype on the upper right hand corner with his dad honk shoeing.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're on your dad's Skype account.
I don't know either.
It was just like little mini adventure, like unscripted, just raw adventures that we would have on the Minecraft server that you would like do your best to like make out because it was like 2 FPS max, 5 FPS at the miracle level.
At like 144p quality.
Yeah. That's 360p, thank you very much.
Oh, my bad.
So yeah, that started on August 8th, 2012. And we went through a couple rebrands. We had the main Quilventures, we had the Slender Ventures.
Those are great.
We had a Tech It phase.
That lasted.
We had like
short.
one survival games video. There was like one episode. I posted episode 1, but part 2. I didn't post part 1.
Yeah, and I think it was that video where you went AFK in the middle of it, kept recording, came back, and you decided to upload the parts where you were AFK, so there's just like a 5-minute gap where just nothing happens because you're not there.
Oh yeah. See it. So
and you can't forget about probably the most popular series we had, Minecraft Experiments.
Yeah, our last ever upload, which was a year and a half. Actually, no, wait, hold on. We started August 8th, 2012. Dude, which doesn't even last a year. We finished November 19th, 2012.
We ran out of budget. We ran out of budget.
Yeah, and for that experiment episode, I had Fraps and Bandicam on at the same time, dude. I was
why?
I don't know why.
Why did you use 2 different recording softwares and Skype that you could hardly run anyway?
I don't know.
No wonder that video looks so much like shit.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, our Minecraft experiment we were pretty much what's the channel called? Or they where they try to prove if shit happens.
Mythbusters?
Yeah, Mythbusters. We were trying to be Minecraft Mythbusters, where we try to just do like random scenarios to see the outcome. Like one of them was which Minecraft tree burns faster, or which one shoots farther, a bow and arrow or a dispenser with an arrow. Our most popular video, probably.
It sure is.
But the
actually, let me double check that because I know Slender was popping at the time that I did it.
Well, it's the one that gets the most demand for more.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. I think our like most popular experiment was the tree burning one, just because of our very lame methodology.
We did not think a lot of those through. I'm pretty sure Ant Venom now does what that bit was trying to do, but better now.
Yeah, Minecraft has a lot more like mechanics now that you can experiment with. Like
Mm,
back then it was what 1.2.5 when we did it, 1.3 maybe.
I think it was 2.5.
Actually, I think I no, it was 1.3, 1.4. It was around that time.
Well, really? 1.3?
Yeah, yeah. It was the Emerald update, dude. Remember that was a big thing.
I remember when Minecraft updates used to be good.
Yeah,
Not
those were
this
the days.
not this bullshit mob vote.
One mob every year.
Yeah, one mob every year, and then they keep promising that they'll add everything eventually, and then they don't do it.
But that's taken away from the cave update. The cave update is pretty good.
Yeah, the cave update's good, but like they don't make a cave. They don't make updates like the cave update every time.
That's true.
Instead, they add in a fucking armadillo, and that's it. Which is kind of like the game has so many mods now that the updates are honestly kind of useless.
Do you think maybe Mojang thinks like, oh yeah, there's already a mod for this, let's not work on it, and they just don't?
I'm pretty sure like the modding community is the reason the game's still alive because you can literally put anything in the game. You can make Minecraft a whole different kind of game if you want now. So for them to just add like shit that was added 10 years ago, but just adding it
Yeah.
now, it's like, was there even a point for that? Like they're adding one mob a year when Mo Creatures mod is one of the most popular mods ever, and that adds like everything. This is just, I think it's just Mojang realizing that like the game has everything in it already, but they still have to do something because otherwise, what is the company doing? So they do mandatory like one update stuff.
But what I'm like trying to wrap my head around is just like how insane the reaction was to the mob vote this time. Because everyone was just like, dude, what are you guys
Yeah,
doing in your
it's because
offices?
everyone's just tired of it. Like they've been doing it for years, and they also, I'm pretty sure the mob votes are rigged. Because like
Yeah,
the way they present the mobs, like it's clear that one of them gets like presented a little better than the other two. So it's like they clearly want one of them to win more than the other. So it's like, what's the point of the vote? Just add it. It's just like it's an artificial fan interaction to make them
yeah.
seem like, oh look, we listen to the people because we give them 3 choices and don't add the other 2 ever.
Now, by contrast, there's Insomniac listening to the fans with those suit options.
Yeah,
Nice
that's,
segue into Spider-Man because that's the thing that we've been playing the past day. I think Dino and I are very similar in our progression in the story.
yeah.
Uh,
I'm a little more ahead than you. I literally just finished the part in the trailer when they show the lizard gameplay.
okay.
Like literally that scene when Peter says like I have bigger teeth than him. I literally
Oh,
ended on that
that
part.
showcase. All right.
Yeah, so
Um,
it's a pretty good game so far.
yeah, but mind you, like I got my game at 6 p.m. I was so pissed. I called off of work. I was already in a game.
Oh, and you just waited that whole time.
I waited the whole fucking time. I did finish Cyberpunk. I was able to finish Cyberpunk before
Well, that's
starting
positive.
Spider-Man. But once I got my hands on it, dude, I filmed a whole unboxing video. I was like, it's for myself. I'm gonna post that one, but like
Your 19 inches of venom.
my 19 inches of marvelous quality, by the way. Like it's a solid piece
Nice, nice
of art.
pun. I'm surprised you had room
Um,
for that thing.
I it's just sitting on I gotta clear out my room
Uh huh.
just to make room for that thing because I have so many different statues and like models and shit like that.
Yeah.
Um, so
See,
yeah, I'm only behind because I had a late start. So fuck you. I would have been ahead of you by now.
I played it like all day yesterday. and I would be playing it all day right now if it wasn't for this.
To be honest, I rushed to the last. I'm literally right after Peter got the suit, like the black suit.
Yeah.
I rushed through that mission because I'm like, dude, like I gotta make time. Like I told Dino at.
Oh, you were playing it right now. You were playing it before you got it.
Before I called you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I played into 3 a.m. last night. Woke up at 10 today.
Yeah, I played till 3 a.m. too.
Let's go. And then I woke up at 10, started playing again at 11, and just rushed through the story because I was doing all the side missions. The one side mission that really got me was the Grandpa Earl one.
I have not gone to there yet.
Really?
I've not done it yet.
Dude, that would actually make me cry.
I've been gunning it for the story. I've been periodically doing side quest stuff because I realized that the game kind of feels a lot harder than the first game. So I'm like, I feel a little under equipped, so I have to like unlock gadgets and skills.
Dude, I'm on Spectacular. The amount of fucking times I've died.
You're on Spectacular?
Yeah, I'm gunning for like the hardest difficulty, dude. I am.
God damn. I'm only on amazing. I've died a few times. I'm like, the enemies still feel pretty tough for amazing.
Like, I think my issue is trying to get used to the parry mechanic.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so used to spamming circle, so seeing someone like beat my circle spam.
Yeah, that one's a little weird. I didn't expect a parry in Spider-Man, but thankfully, because I just replayed Jedi Survivor, so now I am an expert at parrying.
Oh god damn it! I didn't have any.
I've got I warmed up.
No, I only had the circle spam from the first Spider-Man. I literally played. I played the remastered version 2 nights ago before yesterday when the game came out.
Yeah.
Just to, like get like settled in with the mechanics again.
Yeah, the feel of it.
But the game feels so much more different.
Yeah,
like, the swing. I didn't think the swing would feel a lot smoother than it has, like in Miles Morales. I am beyond impressed.
Yeah.
Granted, wait, what's your swing difficulty at, or your swing assist at?
The swing assist?
Yeah. What level do you have it at?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know there was swing assist.
So you're at level 10 then.
Am I?
I have that baby at level 3.
What is swing assist? I did not even look at my settings when I opened the game.
Yeah, so when you're swinging around, like in the first two games, you know how like when you swing, you're generally avoiding the ground and shit like that, or like avoiding buildings in favor of making the swinging feel smoother. The more you lower that level, the more physics takes over, and the less.
Oh, so yeah, you have to actually control Spider-Man a bit more.
Yeah, you have to be a little more smart about like how you're swinging and doing your tricks. So if you have it at level 0, all physics. But granted, you get some insane top speed if you get it right. But it's so difficult to maneuver, especially when you're doing car chases, because it's very unforgiving. The minute Spider-Man touches the floor, he rolls on the floor. He doesn't like run across the floor with his webs or anything like that.
Yeah.
He rolls on the floor. I'm like, dude, I hate this. So I went to level 3. Level 3, I still get good top speed, but like I'm not risking touching the floor every single time whenever I'm swinging. But it, like I still splatter into walls if I'm not careful.
Damn, I didn't even know that existed. I have to check that. I've been hit, like I hit a few buildings once in a while, so I don't know if I have it like at easy.
No, it's at 10 by default, so you're just bad. You're bad.
Damn, unfortunate.
What else? I also have fall damage on. That's hilarious. I love fall damage.
Why do you have fall damage on?
This is the realism.
That's like why would you want that?
There's this one time where the windmill move to like just to launch yourself.
Yeah.
When you're coming out of a dive, you do the big swing, the loop-de-loop.
Yeah.
I was setting up the loop-de-loop, and I wasn't careful with it. So when I set it up, I was still at level 0 at the time. I set it up, I did a loop-de-loop, and there was a building there. And so the way I did it was that at the crest of the loop-de-loop, when it was like coming back down to swing super fast, there was a rooftop.
Oh,
so I looped, and I just splattered into the rooftop and I died.
Jesus Christ! I don't even know why you would want that.
It was hilarious.
I found that kind of funny they added that feature. It's like, why do you want fall damage in a Spider-Man game?
I keep asking myself the same thing because like I'm coming into crimes at top speed, and there's times where like, man, if I didn't have fall damage, and I would just like go for it, just gun it. But I have to
Yeah,
like be careful and like land a little slowly or like zip to the spot.
yeah. I guess it's for
So
challenges, like to make
yeah,
like I don't maybe speedrunners give himself another obstacle or something.
I don't know, but it's funny, and I'm keeping it on to the end of time. Though the difficulty level, dude. Did you get caught in the MG mission at all? Like, were you forced to
Yeah,
fight?
I got caught a few times.
And did you die immediately, or were you granted a couple
You
hits?
get like 2 or 3 hits on amazing
Yeah,
difficulty.
spectacular. You get one hit, one shot, you're dead.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you get caught, you're fucking done.
I,
And
I, I was pretty surprised that MJ was tanky in that mission.
I I liked the MG like that above and beyond the best MJ mission. I was immersed.
Yeah,
I
it's
was in it.
yeah, it's a little better than the first game.
Um, I think just like surrounding it with like the story beats of just how vicious Craven is. I did not
Yeah,
expect
that was
not
sick.
expect anything of like what's going on with Craven.
I found that
So
pretty cool, like his trophies and stuff.
yeah, was there more than just the two that like were like front and center? It's just I'm trying not to spoil the game.
There's, I found 3.
Oh, you found three.
I found 3. I think I'm trying to remember who. There's, I'm pretty sure I found 3 in that mission.
I'm sure.
Yeah, there's
'Cause
3.
I remember two explicitly.
You missed one. I'll tell you what it is after.
No way, dude. I was like looking everywhere for like any hint as to the trophies.
hmm Yeah,
Damn.
they're all there's all in their tents. I was like, my mouth was like, my jaw was dropped. I was like, he did this? Like, huh? It was pretty good. Dude, the
I felt
web
especially bad for
wings,
one of them.
huh?
I felt especially bad for one of them only because like you know his situation in the first game, so just to
Uh huh.
go out like that.
Bro, the web wings are such a fun traversal. I didn't think I
I,
liked them honestly when they
yeah.
showed them because I thought it'd be like, I thought they'd be too good, like to the point where you wouldn't want a web swing. But it's like,
Hmm.
but they're really only good with the wet with those air tunnels. But like that shit's just so fun,
It is,
and it makes
and
sense because like the map is a lot bigger now, so it's you need like that quicker. Because if they didn't include web wings but had the big map, it'd take fucking forever to get to location.
have you seen them like? Have you noticed that they're trying to flex like just the fact like, oh yeah, like this map can immediately load no matter how big it is with the PS5's power. Like the
Yeah,
way they like zoom through the buildings.
yeah.
Like, the first time I'm like, it's whatever. Then the second time it is like, okay, I think they're trying to make a point. And the third time it's like, dude, you're just flexing at this point. Like you're trying to prove the fact that you can just immediately load this extra map.
I personally appreciate that fact because Jedi Survivor attempted to do that, but since they have the evil presence of EA looming above them, that game when it first came out, what if Jesus, there's so many like long loading times, like not loading screens, but like you know how they have like there's certain scenes where you can tell it's a loading screen to try
Yeah.
and keep it in one take. There was a lot of that, like you know, just standing there waiting. So I appreciate that. I was worried for this. The Jedi Survivor made me worried for Spider-Man 2 because I was worried that it would have a bunch of bugs and like technical issues. But thankfully, it's pretty good. I've still had a few bugs. There's a few times where I had to reset the game because like an interaction didn't work. There was one time where like I had to beat up a guy to continue this cutscene, but the guy was stuck in a building and I couldn't get him, so I had to reset.
Yeah, there's been a lot of those that I've run into. Thankfully, like, they haven't been game breaking where I had to reset the game,
Yeah, I've had a
but
few of those sadly.
it feels a little clunky. Like in turn when it gets buggy. Otherwise, like when the game works as it should, masterpiece. I love the combat. I love the swinging. I love
Yeah.
the story so far. top tier Spider-Man story, my favorite so
Yeah,
far,
it's
especially
very
with how
good
Kraven's
so
being handled.
far.
So I have high hopes for just how well the rest of the story's gonna pan out. I thought the first game took a while to get started.
Hmm.
Like I think once Miles was introduced in the first game, like after Lee's bombing of City Hall, I think that's where it like really started.
Yeah,
Like here it's been fucking pedal to the metal from the get go, and I
yeah.
appreciate that.
I really like. I like the. It kind of feels episodic in a way. The story because it takes breaks between Peter and Miles and bounces between them.
Yeah.
So I like that because like they obviously have to balance out both characters in the story. So I'm glad that they're both getting stuff to do.
Speaking of Miles, what did you think of the rhythm game? I was bumming my head at the rhythm
Bro, I
game.
was sweating because I am not good at rhythm games. I was stressed. That was the hardest mission I've ever done in the game so far. I've been recording my gameplay. I was stressing the fuck out, dude. I'm not good at rhythm games.
Once I caught the beat, I was dude. I had my strobe lights going in my room. I was just like I was head bopping with Miles.
Like the few times I did it
I wanted that to be the
right.
mission.
Yeah.
I wanted that to be the whole mission. I just wanted it to be the whole mission.
The few times I did it right, I was like, okay, it sounds good, but my hands were sweating, bro. I was so stressed out. I was like, just let me fight like Sandman again, bro.
Hey, that fight was also pretty hard. Like for a first fight, that thing.
That's pretty okay. Well, you are on the
Granted, I
hardest
was
difficulty, yeah.
so,
That
I had 0 web assist. I like turned it off immediately.
that's another thing I appreciate from a technical aspect of the game that there hasn't been like it just renders and runs really good, like even through insane cutscenes. Like
Yeah.
again with Jedi Survivor has like honestly given me nightmares of just how much like I was struggling with the game, like just performance wise. The cutscenes in Jedi Survivor, even today, because I replayed it like this past month, even after months of patches and fixes, some of the cutscenes still lag. Like, how are
Really?
cutscenes lagging? Yeah, when the game first came out, pretty much every cutscene was lagging that had like high intense shit going on. Like,
Yeah.
how do you make cutscenes lag? They're already rendered. So
Oh yeah,
like,
and you're on the PS5 too, so it's not
yeah,
even like a hardware thing.
I'm
It's
on a
just
console. The game should never lag on console. Like the Jedi Survivor actually was just too big and like too broken for the console. So like in Spider-Man 2 when fucking Miles gets thrown halfway across the planet and like nothing broke. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm playing a next gen game." Oh god.
I knew that. I knew immediately when they did that. I was like, I know for a fact Salmon did not throw Miles that hard, but I'm here for it, dude. I love seeing just how he got
Dude,
yeeted across New York.
I
Like,
had God of War flashbacks from that throw, from how far he went. Like, oh my god, this is a fucking the boss fights have been pretty good so far. Like, or just the action in general has been like just more superhero-y. Like
yeah,
it just feels better.
the co-op. I didn't think I'd like it, or I didn't think it would be like something I'd notice. I thought it's like, oh, they're here, whatever.
Yeah, I
But
like that. I really like that. Like, you can just find Miles in the city, like doing his own thing.
yeah, and like the combo takedowns, I didn't expect. Like, granted, I did expect them, but I didn't expect like the level of character they put in the combo. Like for Black Cats, for instance, like when she's helping out,
Yeah, that was cool.
like she'd flash you a wink and a peace sign when she's helping out. Like, dude, I love that.
Yeah, the animation, the game just feels so complete. Also, I think they changed Black Cat's voice actress.
I think they did too.
That she did not sound like that. She sounds a
She
little
sounded more
like
seductive in the first game. This one, she's a little more innocent.
she sounds younger, honestly, like a little more
Yeah.
like peppy, I guess. Like she feels more upbeat, not like the cool, calculating how she sounded in the first game. This one, she sounds a little more like jumpy.
Yeah. I'm granted. I did notice it. I did notice the change in voice. I'm like, is that a new voice actor, or is it just the
Yeah.
different way they're approaching her character?
Which I did kind of like the first one more, but oh well.
Speaking of a different approach to the character, I know there's been a controversy. Now that you got to see it firsthand for yourself, What's your take on the new MJ model?
I don't hate it, but I can definitely tell that I think she looks way too different from the first game.
I I could see the flashes of the first model, or not the first model, but the first game's like look.
No, yeah,
Like
like it's
if you just gave her
there.
bangs, you just gave her bangs. Like that's the first game's look right there.
She just looks
Um,
older. I think she looks
I did
older.
catch flashes of that too, but then like I think it's just a lighting thing because when she's in the right lighting, like as in the Queens, or like when the game first opened, I
Mm.
think she looked perfect. She looked exactly like Peter's age. Like she didn't look like some 30-year-old like talking to this youngin. Um, she looked 25, 26.
Yeah, it's a
So
like,
I think she looks perfectly fine.
like she doesn't look
Like
obviously she doesn't look like a grandma, but she to
you
me she
know,
definitely looks like she had like 'cause I think it's been a year since the first game. I think I don't know. I actually don't know the
I think
timeline.
it's a year after Miles, so 2 years after the first
Yeah, it's
game.
been 2 years. Like it kind of just looks like a rough 2 years for her.
Remember, she was in Sicaria for the Civil
Like,
War
yeah, I
for
guess
those
from the
2 years.
context, like I guess she should look like that. Also, the new Peter face, I'm like, it's not bad, but it definitely looks better in this game because it's meant for this game. They didn't glue it on like they did in the first Spider-Man game.
Yeah,
But I'm
I,
still one of the. I'm pretty sure the numbers have decreased, but I'm still one of the few people that like the first face better from PS4.
I think just because of how long it's been since I played with the first, I think I only played the first playthrough of Spider-Man in 2018, and then that
Mm-hmm.
was my only exposure to his first face. Ever since then, it's always been the remastered version and the Miles version. So
Mm-hmm.
that's my definitive Peter face, and I think it looks fantastic in this game at least.
Yeah.
I think the emotion is a lot more palpable.
It looks good. I don't know, something about the first Peter face just made like it kind of just it made him feel more like lively. I guess I don't know, something about that face just makes you feel like yeah, that's Peter. This I don't know. I don't hate the face though anymore.
Uh, what about what about the other face that you see of Peter's? I'm trying not to spoil like what they do with it, but you know what I'm talking about in Midtown.
Oh yeah,
What do you think of that one?
that
I
one
like that one a
yeah that one
lot.
looks funny. It reminds me of Toby. Honestly, like the with the haircut too and everything.
Yeah.
And when he go when he went what did he say? He said a funny line. He said like howdy or something.
How's Howdy funny?
Huh?
How is Howdy funny?
Because it's just like
Just Howdy.
just some nerdy shit that like only young Peter would say. And I liked it. It was I don't think it was howdy, but it was some like corny line like that that I really like.
Speaking of Howdy, did you get your prize from the Coney Island stuff?
Yeah. At first I was
Was my
like,
game, or did you also wear the hat when he suited up?
huh?
Because in my game, like when everything happened, like the prize was the hat, obviously,
Yeah.
or the glasses. I still wore the hat with the suit on.
Oh, you got glitched?
I did. I was dying of
That's so
laughter.
fun. You should have taken a picture of that.
I thought it was part of the game, but then I realized, like, wait, these glasses are kind of clipping into the
No.
mask. What's going on?
Dude, I wish I had that glitch. That sounds so funny. Like an
And I
amazing
was
Spider-Man 2 with the fire hat.
yeah. I thought that was what they were going for. I'm like, dude, this is
No.
hilarious.
No, you got a glitch. Bro, you could have posted that on like the subreddit and got a bunch of likes from it probably. Look at this.
What's your go-to suit?
I'm
Because
using
I had the Scarlet 3 suit on when it was doing this. It was like over the hood, and the glasses were under the hood. It was amazing. It looked like it fit, but then I realized it's.
I'm using the default suit. I really like the default suit, honestly.
It looks nice.
In my Spider-Man tier list video, which you can watch at youtube.com/Dynamite Dinosaur, I talked about how like I really like the white spider that Insomniac brought in, and the first suit from the first game wasn't my favorite, but this suit like is just the perfect version of it. Like I really like the white spider and the design of it.
Yeah,
and it sucks because like when it comes to cosmetics, I get overwhelmed a lot in video games, and like now it's Spider-Man. Like both heroes have like what 20 suits. Each suit has 4 different color variations. It's like my brain like overrides from it.
No, I get super excited for the new suits whenever like I unlock them. So I'm always like looking to unlock them every single time.
Yeah, like I get excited too, but it's like oh, there's so many.
Yeah, for a while I was running the classic Spidey with the dude. I was gonna do the super vibrant colors on the classic Spidey suit, but then I turned around, the fucking spider's white. I was pissed.
Yeah, I saw that. I did not like that one.
It was such a vibrant suit, and then they ruined it with a white spider.
You're talking about the one where it's the same color as red and blue, but they're just brighter.
Yeah, they're brighter, but then the spider's not red; it's just white.
Yeah,
it just looks ugly. It looks gross.
They try to give it the Insomniac color scheme, but like it just looks weird.
And then I went to the Ditko like variation of it, like the black and red. Yeah, I thought that looked pretty sick. And then I just settled on the Scarlet 3 because I enjoyed it. Actually, no, I did the Amazing 2 suit, and then I went back to Scarlet.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's something about the Scarlet suit that just gets me going.
There's a lot of good suits. What about for Miles?
The one I have is the advanced tech one. So like his suit with the advanced tech.
Is that the armored one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have it in all white. I don't know what it is, but like having Miles like in all white, especially when he takes off the mask, it looks pretty sick.
I'll have to look at that. I'm using his classic suit from the first game because I kind of like the look of that one more than his in this game.
Actually, no, I lied. I did use that for a while, but the minute I unlocked the suit we both know and love.
Oh, Bodega Cat.
I had it.
I love Bodega Cat.
So I'm using that one with the variation of the black jacket with the red spider. It looks amazing.
I really wish I knew what it looked like underneath that sweater, the Bodega Cat. Because honestly, I like the mask of that suit a little more than his default mask. There's something about it reminds me of like, I don't know, like it kind of looks like what his Spider-Verse suit would look like if it was in live action, because he has big lenses in Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
I don't know, it just pops out, and obviously the cat helps a lot.
I'm pretty sure once I get the Spider-Verse suit, I'll be using that one for the duration of the game.
Because if I ever have that suit on and they're duoing together, there's 3 Spider-Men on screen. Like how could I pass that on?
I love it because the way the cat just cheers mid cutscene every now and again. It's a very serious cutscene, and then I just see the cat like pop out the backpack, waving its arms, and then pops back in the backpack.
Yeah, that's why like I low-key don't want to use it because the story's getting very serious and I kind of don't want a cat in the middle of all this is happening, but at the same time it's kind of funny.
The cat's not going to get hurt. He's Spider-Man 2.
3 technically.
3. Spider-Man 3.
Like when I try to play games, I try to like with cosmetics, I try to keep it like somewhat canon in my head. I don't know why.
I do operate. Yeah. I do operate in that way, only in the sense that Spider-Man wears no capes. So any caped costume, I'm not wearing. I'm not buying. I'm not.
There are no capes in the game, right? Or I haven't unlocked all the suits, so I guess there are capes.
Yeah, there's the one called the because I know I got it for the pre-order special. The Arachnite.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't know what it is. I think the guy gave me the wrong copy at GameStop because he gave me one with pre-order bonuses.
Nice.
So I got the Arachnite suits. I don't know if that's like just something everyone gets or he messed up, but it's mine now.
It's supposed to be just a pre-order bonus. So, granted, the pre-order bonuses aren't like insane. It's just early access to or early unlocks to these things.
Yeah, it's early unlock of stuff you can get already.
Yeah.
But like, oh well, I have it. Excited to see what other suits they got in the game.
So am I. Oh, what's your favorite gadget? Has there a gadget that you spam or you just spam in combat?
I try to use the gadgets a lot. I think the ricochet webs are pretty good right now.
I am in love with the web grabber.
Is that the one that pulls them up or pulls just?
Yeah, that pulls them in.
Oh, okay. That's a good one too. It's good for AoE.
Especially with the upgrade. Yeah, with the upgrade of like that you get where you can pull objects into the
Yeah.
vicinity. Just slamming everyone with like an electrical box.
My favorite move though, for Peter at least, is the L1 triangle with the mechanical arms and he does the spin.
The tornado.
Dude, that shit. Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's such a satisfying move to land.
yeah. That one I love to land. I also love to land Miles's L1 circle move.
Is that
The stomp.
yeah, that's a good one.
It's so satisfying when you get like everyone like with the web like that's my usual combo starter. The web grabber to the middle, the stomp. I gotta find a way to cheese it because spectacular is a fucking.
Oh yeah, speaking of moves, I like the way the UI changed so that like the moves are in the layout of the controller. For like trying, yeah, I like that because so I've played the first Spider-Man game a lot, and I got used to because you have in order to switch your gadgets, you have to hold on to the wheel, your tool wheel, and I got really used to that. So now when I'm playing this game, I keep doing it on accident because it's so ingrained in my memory to like hold a button down to get the web wheel. It's like no, they're all just there.
Yeah, and then like you hear the game like kind of telling you like, hey, yo, dude, like you're waiting for you to like your second input because like you hear a little beep.
And they got like they're cooled down now instead of like ammo, I guess. There are some gadgets I wish stayed. I miss my impact webs.
Impact webs were nice.
Those are my favorites. Just a one.
But
just one
webs were good too.
Which one?
The tripwire webs.
Yeah, those ones. Those are so good for stealth missions. I like the grapple web or the web line, whatever it is.
I didn't think I'd like it that much or that I'd use it, but dude, I've been making some intricate like little little chandeliers.
Yeah, you can make them go on angles too. You can make them like slope.
Yeah,
that shit is cool. And Miles is still fun to play as ever.
Yeah,
with his lightning powers.
Anyways,
when you get the force lightning.
This podcast quickly turned into just a Spider-Man 2, an early Spider-Man 2.
It's kind of hard not to talk about it, honestly, considering we played it yesterday.
And did you start at all today, or were you waiting until?
I was trying to edit and see if I can upload my first part of my playthrough, which you can watch at youtube.com/Dynamite Dinosaur.
Yeah. We'll put a link there just for you.
But I'll see. And I guess I have to upload this too. Or edit this too.
You sure do.
Fantastic.
Chop, editing boy.
Why am I getting paid for this shit?
I don't know. Maybe if we get popping, if Quilventures actually gets popping for once, we can actually have our own little editor. You know, we can have our third person just sitting there listening to us shoot the shit.
I'm editing for 2 channels and none of them are paying me.
Well, one of them is your own fucking channel. The second one, it's a partnership. So.
All right, whatever.
I'm not responsible for like I know the whole plan was to deviate into Spider-Man 2 to begin with. That's why I tried to segue so hard from Minecraft to Spider-Man. Just didn't expect it to take up this much time.
Well, it's kind of unavoidable. We are approaching an hour though.
Yeah, I think we should start wrapping it up a little bit. You know, just start getting ready for next week because this is a long process, and hopefully we'll be done for the game by then, so we could actually have a full our full thoughts.
So we'll have 2 podcasts about Spider-Man.
No, because I know if we do start to talk about, we're gonna want to start spoiling it. I know there is some parts that I know weren't a part of the promotional footage that I leaked.
Yeah.
For instance, Black Cat. So
no, she got they revealed her. Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
You're good.
Anyways.
Well,
so yeah, we're not gonna talk in depth about Spider-Man 2 next time.
Maybe.
I'll be sure of it.
I can't
I'll
promise anything.
segue so fucking hard the way I segued away from Minecraft. Like you gotta pat me on the back for that one. That was planned. That was planned by me. Dino had no thought to regard to how I was gonna get to Spider
I've
Man.
had no thought into this at all.
Nah, that's the good thing.
I have no thoughts in general.
Let's keep it that way. Oh,
What's that
I'll do
supposed to
most of the
mean?
thinking for this. I'll do most of the thinking. Unless you have an idea, then you can just run it by me. Because honestly, I have no fucking clue what we're doing besides just shooting the shit most of the time.
That's fine. Improv means it's a genuine.
Maybe next week we just talk about my need for you to love me.
So yeah, thanks guys for watching. This is episode 1 of Quilventures, and we'll see you next week.
We sure will. Quill signing off.
You're not making that a thing.
No, I'm not.